What's up, guys? I wanted to make a guide code video about school. This was actually recommended to me by one of my subscribers, so I thank you for that. And I'm gonna give him a shout out right now. Shoot, he probably gonna watch this video and flip out because I'm telling you, if I get famous, everybody is getting famous. I think his name was it Chris? It was Chris Penner. I don't even know if I pronounced your last name right, bro, but I'm sorry. And so Chris P. That's what I'm gonna call the nickname Chris P. Crispy. Can I call you Crispy or Crispy? Like that. See, that's the thing. And I ain't got off thinking now. I'm just like, this video's gonna be about your nickname, bro. But anyways, back to what this video should be about. Guide code school. Okay, now school, you might not want to go. Nobody doesn't want to go. I prefer to lay in this nice comfortable bed and go about my thoughts and sleep. That's what I like doing, and I've been doing that ever since I graduated. See, because that's the thing, that's the guide code right there. That's you. When you graduate, that's you. That's an accomplishment. That's an achievement in guide code, because if you don't graduate, you broke that achievement. You broke guide code. And then people are going to be all like, what, how is this, what is he like? When you see, the thing is, if you don't graduate, it's just like you do not get the respect that you want. I mean, unless you're going to become a singer or a rapper or something. That's probably the only way you can be successful without it. But most likely they done probably got their GED or went back to school to get their diploma or something. And the thing is, I would rather, do it while I'm in high school than waiting years down the road and then having to do it so I can get a certain job or something. Because it's like when it gets to that point of graduation, trust me, it is going to be the best moment of your whole life. Trust me on that one, because it's like, I know, trust me, I said trust me like 3-4 times now, but like, believe me, when it comes to a bed like this, and then that place down the street from your house or bus stop, and that bus takes you to the school, or you walk or get a ride, when you're at that school, and then you're all like, I don't want to be here, you pretty much motivated yourself. Okay, you just self-motivated yourself. Well, like, I can get out of bed, I can go to school, I can learn, I can, do whatever. Because the thing is, when you get up and when you go, and then you're just all like, I'm dead inside, I don't want to do anything, and then you just all like, because believe me, by the end of the day, you're gonna be okay. It's not like you're gonna be that miserable throughout the whole day. Some kids are, some kids are miserable throughout the whole day of school. But you know what? Believe me, when they get to walk across that little stage thing, and then they hand them that diploma. See, they didn't even hand me the full diploma. They handed me half of my diploma. They handed me the case for it, and then I got mine mailed in. For a moment, I didn't even think I was going to graduate, but I had because how we graduated, we did practice. And so we had to practice how we were going to go up there and things. It wasn't like, I don't get why we had to practice. We had to walk in a group. It wasn't like our graduation. It was it was the most rigged thing I have ever done at school. It's worse than lining up in elementary, because that's pretty much, you had to walk a certain way. You had to line up. Then when like kids, like a lower class kid, like junior or sophomore or whatever, they had to go and guide you on where to go. It's like, I know where to go. I'm going to sit down in one of them chairs. You had to sit down in a certain chair. And then after that, you had to stand up in a row, walk around. It wasn't like when they called your name, you could just stand up, like act like you're in a movie theater or something, do like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Walk up there, they get you your diploma, you take your picture. It was all, I feel like my graduation was rigged. I feel like it was just like all planned. Like they knew what was gonna happen. And when we practiced, oh my gosh, we had to do it because it was so long. And then we went and we had to pretty much do this, whatever like everything I just said, line up. And then the thing was, I wasn't even able to stand with my friends. I wasn't even able to sit with my friends. I was sitting next to randoms. I sat next to a person I knew, but I haven't talked to them in so long. But it was just all like, when it was just like when it was so awkward. You know, we all had to tell each other our names. I didn't find out their even when we did practice. I didn't even know who they were. But then at graduation, I knew their names. I still don't even know what their names are. I can't remember what their names were. I was so paying attention to graduation. So yeah, it's God code to graduate. When you trust me, it's gonna be a glorious moment of your life when you do. And with school, you know, if it's all I can really say about school, show up because you're gonna be breaking code if you don't show up. And you might be all like, well, I don't need to. I don't go by the whole guide code thing. Everybody does, okay? Either if it's school or if it's another one or if it's another one, you follow guide code. Every guy does. It's been mentioned since like, you know, since day one of all guide codes because it's just it's like it's a man law, okay? That's guy code. It's a man law. If you don't do that man law, you're not a man yet. So that's graduation is one of them. Going to school is one of them. All right. And the thing is, if you don't want to go to school, just take your off. Just use the off days, man. It's just like school is just like a job. Just use your off days. And then after that, you know, show right back up, and then, cause trust me, when it's like when you show up to school the next day, it feels like you haven't been there in so long, because that's how it felt for me when I didn't show up. Students was like, my friends were all like, wow, they was all like, man, it was like, where were you yesterday? When they say stuff like that, it feels like I haven't been there in so long, and then that just motivates you to be there longer. So yeah, it's God code to go to school, but it's breaking not to go. Peace.